The 50 Super Series is ready, but you're not going to believe why you can't have it.
Good morning. You now have a $1 trillion bill.
No, I don't want that. And people want the Steam Machine. They're buying it. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host.
I'm Reece.
We're going to be going over the hottest tech news we can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Monday, July 20th, 2026. We're going to start off today with the reports coming out that the 50 Super Series ready to go. AIB partners have all the information. The only thing stopping them, RAM prices.
Of course it is.
So the details on this are actually a little bit more helpful than RAM prices expensive, but rather talking about the price difference between the 2 GB modules that you find on the current 50 series cards and then the 3 GB modules that allow for you to get a 24 gig 5080 and a 18 gig 5070. And that is, it's over triple. So to get 50% more capacity per chip, you're paying $60 to $70 per memory module, whereas it's about $20 per 2 GB module.
I mean, this is such a hard one to justify.
$10 a gigabyte, baby.
Yeah, look at that.
Right. Yeah, 20 if you're looking at 3 GB. Yeah, it's a tricky pickle. That would mean that the Super Series would be insanely expensive. Like just the memory alone. 20 cents, 25. This would be like $500 of the product cost in order to get a 5080 Super with 24 gigs or a 5070 Ti Super. So that's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
I love this timeline.
Well, I do, because we got UFD Forge. That's today's video sponsor. In case you're looking to build a PC, upgrade your current one, or even just see what's wrong with what I already have. UFD Forge has all of those answers for you. So you can plan a PC build, and you can also check out our bottleneck calculator. They'll let you know if your CPU, GPU are a good combo, and if they aren't, well, then you got some recommendation options. Additionally, we've got starter builds that give you new updates every 24 to 48 hours. This one was created today. This $900 build, that 14100F, it's hard to beat that value. It's crazy how good that is at $120, but you can get it for various different price points. Additionally, we have our monthly contest for the Steam Machine clone where you can earn points towards the giveaways that we have going on over on Twitch. We've got the 9800X3D 5080 giveaway that's happening over on UFD Tech, and we have the 9800X3D 9070XT PC giveaway that's happening over on UFD Music. Again, you can find all of this out over on UFD Forge. Additionally, we also have it synced with UFD Deals so that you can see all the best PC part deals that we got going on. So Reece is even part of this. And RTX Spark is going to be part of PCs moving forward because the Windows drivers are now getting tested. Native Windows developer drivers are hitting the scene so that you can have NVIDIA's RTX Spark chips. As a reminder, this is their ARM plus NVIDIA GPU thing that they announced at Computex, and they're going to have it later this year.
Sometime.
Yeah, at some point.
Allegedly.
Money, pricing, all of that kind of stuff makes it really tricky. And what was tricky for Apple to figure out was the Mac Pro. We're getting new reports on the death of that little thing. And it turns out it's a complicated little situation. We could have had another Intel Mac Pro, Reece.
That's kind of whack to me.
Yes. So Mark Gurman coming out with his Power On newsletter talking about how a lot of the rumors we were hearing about the Mac Pro earlier were real. Apple was looking into an extreme chip, which was Ultra chips glued together, because that's how they make the Ultra chip, is the Max chips glued together.
Makes sense.
And so they were going to stack them on stack them on stack them, but it turns out it just, the cost and demand concerns for the Mac Pro just didn't really work out. Unfortunately, that's like the only differentiator that would have existed between the Mac Pro and the Mac Studio, because the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro currently have the same hardware.
They look pretty much the same too.
Yeah, but reports are that Apple was considering staying with Intel even while making its own Apple Silicon, which could have been pretty important considering one of the main reasons to get the Mac Pro was all of its accessory support with the PCI Express lanes. They used a different standard. I forget what it was called, but the slots, you could add cards and such and get all of that
looked
going.
Cool too.
Yeah, but turns out we don't get none of that. We don't have any of that, but you can have GTA in your GTA before GTA 6. A modder got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas able to run Grand Theft Auto 3 in a texture, so you can play it on a TV. And it's actually kind of neat how it happens, because you play it as CJ in the game, but you can like run around and do everything, and it just stays there. It stays paused, and like you don't have to interact with it, but the game is there. It's running. That's play.
That's kind of cool.
I'm highlighting it because it is kind of cool. I will not be partaking in this, but you can check it out in case you're interested in such details, like Reece's Deals Tales.
Deals. Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals on the internet, and here's your first deal. We have the Logitech M170 wireless mouse in off-white going for $749, making it $7.50 off. But then if you're feeling brave at the office, you can grab the Razer Cracker Kitty V3X wired gaming headset, available in white and other colorways for $22.50, making it $37.49 off. And then lastly, we have Corsair Frame 4000X RS mid-tower ATX case with the modular RGB front panel and 4 pre-installed fans for $78.53, making it $61.46 off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, hand you off back to Brett and I for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
Well, Reece, turns out everybody's been getting too good of a deal when it comes to Amazon Web Services. So they've been billing everybody appropriately. People woke up to emails for $1.5 trillion or potentially, $2.4 billion. Some people even saying $2.5 trillion, going crazy.
That's a lot of money.
It is. Turns out that there was a bug in how they were doing billing estimates, and it resulted in people getting wild numbers.
$2 this month, $2 billion this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people were saying was like, I spend a few bucks a month on AWS. Now I owe an entire GDP of a small country. Please help. What's going on? But just a bug. But it turns out it wasn't a bug. How much people decided to spend for Jensen's jacket for charity, because it was for charity, Reece.
I know.
For charity. All right. It didn't go to the billionaire himself. Okay.
Yeah.
So his leather jacket went on sale and fetched a $960,000 price.
It's a bit up from the $60,000 estimate.
Yes, almost $1 million bones for a signature that man hands out readily. You could probably buy that jacket, have him sign it, and it's the exact same experience. Whatever. You know what? You got the official one. Who cares?
For charity.
It's for charity. Yeah, I guess that's the important
takeaway.
Yeah, it's the takeaway. And the takeaway for the Steam Machine is don't get settled with those prices as they are. Valve coming out with an ominous warning saying that things are only getting worse right now. That it's actually the pricing that you're seeing as a customer is about 3 to 6 months behind what the reality actually is, and saying that it's still getting worse. Just in case people are not aware, what people are seeing on retail shelves right now from our observations is lagging what we're seeing from a bulk supply by at least 3 to 6 months.
I feel like this is them cushioning the fact that they're going to bump the price up in a few months.
Steam Deck, Steam Machine. Yeah, it feels...
The track record is there.
Yes, it feels very much like, hey guys, this is not over. You're not out of the 1,050 for the 512 gig Steam Machine. You're going to look back on those days with fond memories. And turns out that people are developing fond memories because the analysis on sales for the Steam Machine have come in and it's doing really well. 12 to 15,000 units per week is what they're shipping out. And that's because Valve put out that the Steam Machine is the second best seller only to Counter-Strike in terms of revenue. And so that means it's above Pal World. So it's in between. And then if you do a little bit of math
and
the Steam Machine pricing and all of that, turns out that, 12 to 15,000 units is what's happening there, which means that there are between 600 and 750,000 units a year.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
So despite all of the outrage, despite all of the rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage that's suffering under Gaben and buying all the things that he gives us.
I knew it was going to sell well. As much as a stink we made about the pricing, I knew people were going to want it.
Well, Reece, turns out that it's actually selling as well as the Steam Deck did at launch. So that's even more of an indication that this is a popular product. The Steam Deck wasn't initially such a huge hit because number one, they didn't have a ton of stock, but two, it was kind of the first real PC handheld that companies were getting into. So it was
the ball had to get rolling a bit.
Yeah, and it turns out the Steam Machine's got the same vibe. So pricing later on in 3 months might slow people down, but yins are buying the Steam Machine. What's up with that? What's going on? Why are you doing that?
Look, if I had the money, I totally would, and easy access to them, because I'm in South Africa. It's got to be a gray market import. It gets a little messy.
You bring that up a lot. You're so salty about how the fact you can't buy Valve products here.
My friend who's South African just moved to the Netherlands and bought one. And
I'm still in the reservation queue for my Steam Machine. I was playing with the Steam controller all weekend. Awesome. Love it so much. I spent a good couple hours trying to get it to work with Game Pass games. That is a nightmare. There are ways,
but
not easy
too.
and it doesn't work properly, but there are ways. You can let us know what you think of the Steam Machine. Are you buying one? All that kind of stuff over on our WhatsApp line, +27068 921 4591, or down below in the comments. Let's see what you had to say on Friday's episode of Hot News. We got Arda calling me out for the thumbnail picture, saying Homelander laugh is crazy.
I had limited thumbnails to use.
Oh yeah, because you were Void Reece on Friday. Yeah, we didn't have power in the office and the batteries had run out because we left the geyser on.
Geyser was on.
Yeah, so we only had enough power for me to film.
Do they know what a geyser is? It's not an old person.
It's a hot water heater.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you that ours exploded?
No.
While I was in the States and my wife had to deal with that. Apparently it was over my son's bedroom, the one that goes to the bathrooms. So it exploded, leaked everywhere, had to get emergency plumbers to come out and like fix that part. And then a couple days later, we got a new hot water heater installed. Homeowner's insurance paid for that, thankfully.
Yeah. No, as someone who recently had one explode a couple months back, fun time, love it.
Yeah. It's on the outside of our house now. It's not in the attic.
That is so much better.
I don't know why they did that.
That is so much better.
Yeah. Well, it's better if we leave.